For today's 5-minute desk break, I wanted to show you something you can do on the floor using your chair. So we're just going to do a simple flow to open up the front and the back of the torso, because again, this is an area that tends to carry a lot of tension and the hunching that we tend to do while we're sitting at our desk for a prolonged time. So you can just take your chair and maybe either place a mat or a towel or a blanket on the floor just to protect your knees if that's an issue for you. Otherwise, you can just do it straight on the floor. So we're gonna kneel in front of the chair, about arm's length. So maybe just the hands or the tips of the fingers can come onto the chair. And you're on your knees, and the knees are about they're not totally together. So, but not hip width apart. So just a very gentle, slight opening of the knees there. So you're sitting in front of the chair. We're just taking a few breaths here. As we inhaling, we're imagining that we're getting really long on the spine, like somebody's pulling a string from the top of your head. So getting really long here, and as you are imagining you're getting long on the spine, at the same time you're imagining that you're really grounding into the floor with the knees. So you have this opposite action of lengthening and rooting to the ground. You're going to send breaths to the front of your chest, right at the top of the collarbone, to open up there and create some space. On the next inhale, you'll send the chest forward and the hips forward, keeping your neck in line with the spine. Just gently look up at the sky. Notice my shoulders are down away from the ears. And then with an exhale, do the opposite. You're going to send the hips towards the heels and stretching the arms out on that chair. And inhaling, we'll come up again, and we're going to repeat that same tilting of the hips forward, sending the chest up, looking up at the sky, shoulders are down. Exhaling again, sending the hips back towards the heels. Notice here that my neck is in line with the spine, so I'm not letting my head hang yet. Inhaling, coming up. Maybe go a little bit further this time, sending the hips forward, sending the chest up towards the sky, opening up at the belly, and exhaling all the way down. For a deeper stretch, you can come even further away from the chair so that just its fingertips are touching the chair. So inhaling up and exhaling, coming down. So when you're down here, you can get a very deep stretch by sending the chest down to the floor. So you can walk your hands out a little bit onto the chair and bring the chest as close to the mat as you can. So the deeper the stretch is, the further you're going to go down towards the mat. If this is enough, then you can stay here. And of course, you can always remove the chair and just go down to a full child's pose. So in child's pose, what you want to do is bring the chest forward onto the tops of the thighs as much as possible. You can walk the hands out and bring the chest forward. So So this is an active child's pose. We're creating some space here in the upper arms. You can come up to the fingertips, really stretching out the back side. And coming up again. And here also, if you want to get into a deeper stretch, you can always try to go into a fuller camel. So bringing the arms up and finding that back bend, and then going down to that full child's pose. So just play around here with what feels good. The idea is to stretch out to the front and the back, creating some space in the front of the chest, creating some space in between the shoulder blades. So just try it out and see what feels better for you.